golden flashes will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the offense on first down. On the ground, it's Hankerson. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. The Bobcats want to crank the tempo. Out of the gun to give to the back. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. At the 35, he's got room. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
On a little time, lets it go. Picked off. Got some room to run. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, golden flashes.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3-and-out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And he made the extra point without problem. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Might as well give it to him again. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. And guys, this can be a great time to look for a big play on 2nd and inches. Back to throw, it's Reed. The quick out. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy, that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They're trying to get to him. Trying to escape and get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Bobcats racing to the line in the hurry-up. Going up top on first down. Buys a little extra time. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yards. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket, force something into a bad situation, or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Time to take a shot. He caught it. Touchdown, Bobcats. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
lining up to add another. And it's up and good. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. He'll bring it out. It's Golden. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. On first down, here comes this offense. They'll leave it with the lone back. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Fletcher. They make the stop, and this running game moves the chains as they get the first down. And the Golden Flashes come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Wide out in motion. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Buying some time. He's going to run it. Shakes off the defender. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. No big secret what they're trying to do here. They've kept it on the ground. It's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. They'll go hurry up here. They'll throw it from the red zone. Getting some heat. Escapes trouble. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Feeling some heat. Trying to get to it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And the pass hits, picked off.
Those are teaching moments. Close games down the stretch. I know you're in the first half here, but when you get outside the pocket and you're in scoring range already, those are tough pills to swallow. You can't give up points. You can't give up 4th down opportunities. Bad play, big mistake. There's still a lot of time left in the game where you can make it up.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to find his man in the middle. He throws back across his body, and it's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
Looking left. He's got it. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks. The golden flashes come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback now breaking the field. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Kent State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in on the right. And he's brought down after a huge completion. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Good, right down the boulevard. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. Coming out with it, it's Golden. They finally make the stop, and that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Bobcats will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Golden. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Guys, let's see how it goes this time for the Kent State offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. Just you can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Offense gets set for second down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He's got it. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. And the Golden Flashes want to pick up the tempo. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. On second down, wants to throw it. He's got an open man. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Draws are such a smart way to take advantage of fast defensive linemen that want to get upfield and get after the quarterback. It keeps them honest, makes them realize they got to play the run too. Great play call.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. From the gun, looking for a man. Lets it go to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Golden Fashion. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job, you got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
And he makes the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. It's always great to get points on a drive, but it would behoove them to try to get a touchdown this time around, Palmer.
They may have to get out of their comfort zone here too, David, a little bit and just start being more aggressive and take some chances, but that's what's going to happen for them to win this game.
Yeah, and when you're losing, obviously everything gets heightened. Everything becomes more.
He's going for a big play downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. And the Bobcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Man, this is an offense that's going to find a way to generate explosive plays because of their playmakers at the skill spots. But how about the speed by this guy and his ability on third down to extend, scramble, and go get a big pickup and chunk yards for his offense.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They'll throw it on first down. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll let one go down the right side. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He wants to throw. Using his feet to buy time. Quarterback all over the place trying to make a play, but eventually he goes down. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. To the air, it's Nussmeier. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And what a way to end the quarter for this defense, forcing the big turnover. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Back to the air one more time. They're bringing heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. He's looking to throw. Pressure coming. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. The golden flashes, moving quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And he pulls it in at the 15. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
Lining up for the PAT. And they tack on the extra point to cut the lead to 21-17. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. The kickoff team out there getting set. Fielded in the end zone, it's Golden. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And the Golden flashes. Hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room. He's up to the 17. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. On the move at the 30. And he will finally go out of bounds after another big gain, and they are absolutely gashing them with this running game. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Looking to move it through the air. He lets it fly. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
It's a nice job by the defense turning the page. You just gave up an explosive play. Now you've got to come right back with tempo, and a nice job in the back end covering to force that incompletion.
Coming after it. Unleashes one. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Fires to the wideout. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Bobcats.
How about that play by this defense. The offense trying to salt the game away with the lead. Defense makes the biggest play in the ball game, getting the pick, finding the end zone, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Bobcats will kick it away first. He'll return it. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. First down here for the offense. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Coming out aggressively. He's got it down the right side. The Huskers headed quickly to the line. He leaves it with his back. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Looking to push the pace with the no huddle. When you're called Corn Huskers, you're like a big red thrashing machine, and you're going to get it done on the ground.
Just going to...
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. He's inside the 40. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
That's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Couldn't order better field position for this offense. Quarterback checking the play. He'll start this drive firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Nothing but green ahead. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio!
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking to buy time. Still on his feet. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Moss. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. Just inside the 30 at the 29, it's 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Got his man on the right.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
To throw, it's Griffin. Gets away from one. Dances away from the heat. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. Inside the 40. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown, Ohio! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback's eyes, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills, just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
The AT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And the Spartans will kick it away to start us off. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. First down here for the offense. To the air, it's Reed. Taking a shot on the first play. Makes the catch down the right side. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Bobcats are in the hurry-up. You go with the first snap of the game, and you make a big play like that, your confidence just soars.
And I don't know if the defense was sleepwalking here, Reese, but it's almost as if they didn't know the game had actually started. They were just kind of lethargic in the back end. I don't think they were anticipating this offense taking a shot on the first play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Looking to take a shot. And that pass is intercepted. Takes it the other way. Bulldozes his way through. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense. Line gets set, first down. They'll try the run. Nice move to keep running. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. Finally pulled down, but not before moving the chains for a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to go up top on first down. Quarterback moving. He'll fire to his right. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. The Spartans will snap it on 1st and 10. From the gun, the ground game. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Keeps those legs churning for 3 yards. He's down at the 9. Quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. Looking for room. It's Cooper. He is smashing people. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Spartans. Follow the block. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They just finished off a 53-yard scoring drive and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Little touch pass to the receiver. Still on his feet at the 35. Open runway ahead. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to throw, it's Reed. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. He turns that loose down the right side. He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? A 3rd and long coming up here. They're going to throw it again. Going for the big play. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Bobcats. That is the ultimate grab and go for the score.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And they had the extra point to finish the drive. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Paul.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Running to the left. At the 35, he's loose. Off he goes. At the 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, San Jose State. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible, because he'll make it happen.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio U ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well.
He'll take a deep shot here. He's got it down the left side.
You're lightweight.
He was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Works the middle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually
grabs it inside the 10. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's first and goal from the 8.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Bobcats.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. He'll be out of bounds short of the 25 at the 22-yard line. San Jose State has the ball and ready to go on the attack. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that...
Running toward the tape. He's at the 40. Tackle is made after the first down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can
just steamrolling his way through. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Back to pass, it's Jordan. They're trying to get to him. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, San Jose State!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. They already have the lead, and they apparently want more here in the first half, going for the onside kick.
And you don't see a lot of these. You don't see a lot of onside kicks earlier in the game, especially in the second quarter. You still feel each other out. You're still getting into the game. You don't want to give away that momentum, but that's exactly what they did by failing on that onside kick.
Trying to find his man on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
We know this guy's a weapon, not just kicking handoffs, but he can catch the ball too. That play, not so much. Got to do a better job dealing with it.
Line getting set on second down. Quarterback checking off. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Sends it downfield. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Off play action on first down. Getting some heat. He's in a roller of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Back to throw, it's Reed. Fires left. Ball in the air, intercepted. Looking for more room. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
Some defensive players just have a knack. I've played with guys throughout the course of my career that you can't coach it. It's not speed, it's not strength. It's literally, I know when to break on the football, how to go get it, and how to pull it in. It's just a knack.
They'll throw it on first down. Looking for the end zone. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. The Bobcats will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cooper. Bulldozes him. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. Nice pickup on the return there. The San Jose State offense is back on the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
You just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He's looking downfield to throw. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toes rag for the big pickup.
And on that out route third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch, but it sets up fourth and short.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Wide open, he makes the catch. Then he breaks into the open. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Smart.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes courtesy of the big play, covering 61 yards on the touchdown pass. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Ohio U offense returns to the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that.
Gonna take a shot. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. And the Bobcats want to move quickly. Dropping back, it's Reed. He rifles one deep down the right side. And he makes the catch at the 25.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
Quarterback will audible. To the air on first down. Dances away to buy time. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
They're going to open this drive with a pass. The quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
On second down, he's looking downfield. Snags it at the 30 and still running. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Spartans.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they split the uprights on the extra point. They're up 35-14. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Ohio takes over. The Bobcat offense heads to the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football.
He lets one fly deep. Makes the catch down the right side. Oh, look out. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like his. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Wants to throw. It's Reed. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. He's able to sneak his way across the 20 and steps out at the 21. Guys, this San Jose State offense trying to get this ball moving. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gotten out everybody right now on the same page.
That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're up by a couple scores, I think you're just kind of free. Like, hey, let's keep scoring points. Let's keep the offense out there. Let's keep the accelerator on. And I guess, hey, who cares? We're not going to lose anyways.
Buys a little time. Lets it fly. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
That incompletion leads to 2nd down and 10. Touch pass on the right. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. The Bobcats in the hurry up. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Quarterback extends the play. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Looking to throw, it's Jordan. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Third down play from the gun. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field, and you just didn't have it.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Makes the grab at the 10. Touchdown, San Jose State. And the beatdown has ensued.